is home to some sacred sites for three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. According to the Bible, many events in Jewish history and in the life of Jesus happened here in Israel, as well as a major event that happened in Muhammad's life. Israelites, or the descendants of the Hebrews and the ancestors of the Jews, established the kingdoms of Israel around 1000 BC, and it covered roughly the same land as modern Israel. Around 60 BC, the Roman Empire conquered the region, which was called Judea. After several revolts, the Romans forced many Jews to leave the region. This Jewish departure from Israel was known as the Diaspora. The Romans renamed this region Palestine. In the mid-600s, Muslims conquered and ruled Palestine. Beginning in the late 1000s and continuing into the 1200s, Christian armies led a series of invasions called the Crusades. In 1099, the Crusaders captured the city of Jerusalem, but they were able to hold the region for a short time. Palestine then became part of the Ottoman Empire until the end of World War I, when it came under British rule. In the late 1800s, a movement that wanted to establish a Jewish state and their ancient homeland began in Europe. This movement was called Zionism. Thousands of Jews from around the world began moving into the region. In 1947, the United Nations voted to divide Palestine into Jewish and Arab states. The Arab countries of the region rejected this plan, but the Jews accepted it. Arab armies invaded the new country of Israel, but the Israelis were able to defeat the Arabs in a short war. After Israel's victory, most Palestinians fled to the neighboring Arab countries. Jews from all over the world have come home to settle in Israel today. These people have faced continual conflicts from neighboring countries. Despite these problems, Israelis have built a modern democratic country. Israel has a prime minister and a parliament called the Knesset. Because of living in a hostile region, Israel requires a strong military. At the age of 18, most men and women must serve at least 1 year in the Israeli army. Israel's economy is modern and diverse. They have high-tech industries as well as diamond cutting. Israel has increased food production by using irrigation techniques in their farmlands. Israel also benefits from the millions of visitors who come to see the country's holy and historic sites. Most of Israel's population lives in the cities. Jerusalem and Tel Aviv are the two largest cities in the country. 75% of Israel's population is Jewish. The rest of the country are mostly Arab. 3/4 of Israeli Arabs are Muslim, but some are Christian. Much of Israel's Jewish population comes from all parts of the world. Many do not speak Hebrew, the official language. The government provides language classes to assist these new citizens. Jewish culture is rich in holidays and special foods. For Jews, the Sabbath from sunset Friday to sundown Saturday is a holy day. Yom Kippur is celebrated in the fall. The Passover holiday comes in the spring and celebrates the Israelites' escape from captivity in ancient Egypt. Judaism is a way of life, therefore religious laws address every aspect of life. Jews have rules about what they are permitted to eat. Practicing Jews eat a kosher diet. Kosher means fit. These foods are permitted under Jewish dietary laws. Jews do not eat pork or shellfish. They also do not mix meat and milk products together. The Palestinian territories in Israel are the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. In 1967, Israel captured areas from Jordan and Egypt that were inhabited by Palestinian Arabs. These are known as Gaza, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem. Since that time, Jews and Arabs have fought over these disputed areas. Gaza is a small, crowded place of coastal land where more than 1 million Palestinians live. There are no resources in this region. Citrus fruits grow readily in the region, but it suffers from high rates of unemployment. In 2005, Israel withdrew its forces from Gaza and ceded control to the Palestinians. The West Bank region is much larger than Gaza and has a population of about 2.4 million. It's mostly rural but has 3 large cities. The West Bank has a mostly agricultural economy. Farmers there rely on irrigation to grow their crops. Since the time of the Israelis took over this region, over 280,000 Jews have moved into settlements there. Israelis and Palestinians dispute this territory. Peace agreements have attempted to divide the land up fairly, but this continues to be a source of great tension between Israel and the surrounding Arab countries. East Jerusalem is another disputed land, and it includes Israel's capital, Jerusalem. Control of this city is an emotional issue for the Jews, Muslims, and Christians in that region. The city has sites that are important for all three religions. Palestinians claim East Jerusalem as their capital. Israel annexed East Jerusalem in 1980. The Israeli government moved its capital to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv. In the 1990s, Israel agreed to turn over parts of these territories to the Palestinians, and in return, the Palestinian Authority agreed to recognize Israel as a country and to renounce terrorism. However, the future of this peace process is uncertain. Some Palestinian groups have continued to commit acts of terrorism. Jewish Israelis fear they would be open to attack if they withdrew from the territories.